I'm on page 1 of the Capstone Courier, which has the selected financial statistics. So there's a couple things you want to look at here. This provides the general financial status of your company in terms of its health. The things we want to start with, we want to look to see if there were any emergency loans. As you can see here, a couple companies did have emergency loans. These are small loans, not too much to get worried about. But there may be reasons why these emergency loans occurred, and we'll take a look at that. The other thing you want to pay attention to is your contribution margins. You want these to be above 30%. So this indicates that the companies that are run by the student teams are below the 30% threshold that you need to target. So next round, you want to work at improving your margins. The other thing here to think about, you don't have to worry about it just yet, is SG&A over sales ratio. You want to make sure that this is below 17 or 18%, so this is not anything to worry about here. Another thing here, we can see Chester was actually unprofitable this round. They had negative 2.7 million dollars in profit, so they'll need to work on that to try to get that positive. And then I also want to indicate one other thing that has to do with sales. So the industry growth rate is around 15% per year. If we see here, we look at Andrews. Andrews, their total sales revenue for year one was 107 million. So that's less than the 15% growth rate. So you want this to be higher. We can also see Baldwin here. They're at 115 million, which is at the growth rate, so that's a good start. And then Chester actually lost money. They had a year where their company contracted. They went from 100 million in revenues to 98 million in revenues. So this is a downward trend, and they'll want to try to turn this around. And then the rest of the industry was above the 15% growth rate, so that's all looking good there. In the next few short videos, I'm going to talk about why these companies had an emergency loan. Usually there's one of two reasons for that occurring, and I will go over those here shortly.